EB is greater than EA because the denominator. When the denominator is small, the whole value increases. So, net electric field due to this dipole at point P would be, which is EB minus EA. Guys, try to make a much more clearer and neat diagram than this. Please, because diagrams do give you marks and numbers. Minus Q plus Q. This was the point P. What are the things I have mentioned here? 2A. From the center, this distance was R, and this single distance A, this single distance A. What else? Electric field due to particle at A was inwards because that's a negative part, EA. Due to electric field due to particle at B, it will be outwards, it's a positive charge. So EB, we are left just to, this is still better than before. So we are left with just by subtracting these two. What is EB? This one, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R minus A whole square minus that point, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus A whole square. So, due to lack of space, I am moving from this point to there. What are the common terms here? Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So, in bracket, you will be left with Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Here I will be left with 1 upon R minus A square, and here I will be left with 1 upon R plus A whole square. Negative 1 upon R plus A whole square. How do we solve it? Simple way of solving, two ratios, A upon B plus or minus C upon D, is cross multiply the above terms and multiply these two terms. Basically what I want to say is A into D plus whatever the sign is will be here, B into C upon B into D. This is the simple rule of maths. So here it will be what? Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, taking R plus A whole square that side, minus R minus A whole square this side, upon, I have to multiply these two, R minus A whole square into R plus A whole square. After that, what do we have? Therefore, or like this, electric field is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. If I open the bracket, R plus A whole square would give me R square plus A square plus 2AR, followed by R minus A whole square. This is R square plus A square minus 2AR, but there is a negative sign in front of it. So change the sign of everything. That will give me minus R square minus A square plus 2AR, right? Upon, this is in this format, 1 upon B square into C square, this whole term. I can write this thing as 1 upon B into C whole square. Simple. So I am rewriting this part as R minus A into R plus A whole square. What are we left with here? Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, 2AR plus 2AR gives me 4AR, R minus A into R plus A. What is A minus B into A plus B? A square minus B square. So here it will be R square minus A square, this whole square here. This is coming out to be in shape, the final formula. I want to take the P out from this part. P is what? 2QA. So Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, I want 2A into 2A, 4, that means 2 is left and R is left, upon R square minus A square whole square. So this is the final shape. This whole thing is P. 2PR upon this R, this 2 and this P. I have taken 4 pi epsilon naught r square minus a square whole square. This is our final answer. Note it down. But we'll do a special case. That was our answer. The special case is, suppose our dipole is this much small, because dipoles are supposed to be small, right? Two equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance. What if the distance at which I have to find the electric field for this dipole is this much long? Then this distance is very large as compared to this distance. So this is what our special case is. If, write down special case, if r is greater than a, greater than that means very big, very large, then a square can be eliminated. Why? The square of a small term is much smaller. For example, 0.1, if you do the square, what will you be left with? You will be left with 0.1 into 0.1, which is equal to 1 by 10 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 upon 100, which is equal to 0.01. So ultimately, I started with 0.1 square and I have finally left with 0.01. Square of a small thing is much smaller. So those smaller parts are eliminated or they are neglected. So instead of eliminated, write neglected. In this final answer, if you neglect a square, what will you be left with? 2pr upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square, a square is neglected, r square whole square is r4. That means 3. So this is the final answer in case of special case, 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught r cube.